Hello everyone, this is Mike again, Creation Creator. This is going to be episode 1 of a series I'm starting called Let's Talk as Consciousness. The basis of this series is going to be, I just want to share the things I've found about spirituality and consciousness, and maybe be able to clear up some things that people struggle with or get stuck in or find confusing. So the title basically we're talking about is, this series is not about talking about consciousness or what it is or whatever. We're talking as consciousness. We're going to talk as where we already are, what we're seeking for. And so this video is kind of just a little intro to what I want to talk about in these and what I'm talking about. So the important thing here, speaking as consciousness, is to see that consciousness is not consciousness, it's a word. Languages just put boxes around concepts that don't exist, and they don't exist as a language. It's just like putting infinity in a box to say the words such as God or Spirit or Source. These are sounds. These are words created in a language or structures of limitation that we give meaning to so that we can communicate with each other. And so the important thing I want to say in this first video that I've found is the least constructive box to put infinity in my mind, is love. Love doesn't need to be defended by anyone. It's the least constrictive box to put infinity in. So the way I see it is, infinite consciousness, eternity, doesn't have anything to do with itself other than experience itself in various states of amnesia, I guess you could say. It goes on this crazy journey of experiencing itself when it thinks it's not itself. It's sort of really confused about what's going on. And however, it can always remember that it's always been love. We've always been one with Source. And this is something really powerful for identifying with people and understanding why people can act so terribly or rudely to others and do bad things. It's people don't remember that the basis of their existence is love. It can be like a convict or a big, doesn't matter how big or scary someone can be, all they want is to be loved, and they could have easily forgotten that they've forgotten how to love themselves. They say society's belief systems, they bought into it, that it shows weakness to be loving to people when they haven't earned it, or all this silly stuff. However, every person deep down just wants to be loved. Every person's doing the best they can. A lot of people try to earn it from others. A lot of people look for it in the next job, the next relationship. But it's always right here. It's like right now we're speaking as consciousness, not about it. The basis of existence is love. And this is something else fascinating I'll talk about in one episode, is free will. And like the most deep down, purest essence of free will, it's in my mind, it's love can identify with itself know itself as love, one with its own divinity and the divinity and all, or it can forget it and act out pretty gnarly, bad, difficult ways to be. and this is also going into like the shadow and integrating the parts of your soul that you don't particularly like, and that could be another video. So language places boxes around infinity. That's important for this episode. We're speaking as consciousness, not about it. I want to teach people how to not need to look beyond themselves about things to understand, because we already are the thing we're trying to understand. We're just kind of confused about it. So it's like all of these pieces of love, pieces of source or souls, go on this great journey, and basically for the reason of eternity has nothing better to do with itself. And what's really amazing is when the piece of source learns to love itself, it's when everything changes. It's when the journey back to the source begins. It's when you stop looking for answers. It's when you stop speaking about consciousness and you speak as consciousness. And that's the great magic here. That's what I want to share with people. So loving yourself will be a big part of this, maybe like a couple episodes at least. So that's pretty much the basics of what I wanted to cover in this. I hope that someone out there enjoyed this, speaking as consciousness with me, not about consciousness. And I will be making more of these in the future for sure, and I hope you guys enjoy them. Thank you so much. Bye bye.